and Happy New Year, and welcome to another Tea Cozy Folk vlog with me, Suzy Cowper. And it's January and it is a bit nippy. It's cold today, it's very cold. It's been cold all week, but you expect it, don't you, in January? And because I've been thinking about New Year's resolutions because it's January, and one of the things that I really want to do more of this year is walking. And I live in a part of the country with lovely countryside. There's beaches, there's hills, there's woodland, and it's so beautiful. You know, at different times of the year, it all looks different. So it's always changing, always different, always something to see. And I find it really inspirational, not necessarily because of what I'm looking at. It just gives you time to clear your head and get some headspace, you know, because with the digital world and everything, you're being bombarded by things all the time. You don't get a chance to sit and think. But going out on walks, it just clears all that away, and you know, you get a bit of clarity of thought, and you know, ideas start to come together, and I really enjoy it, and it's good for me. So I'm going to do more of that. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions. Another New Year's resolution I thought I would do was continental knitting. Now, I've seen the videos and heard the pros and cons, and apparently continental knitting speeds up your work. It's that one, instead of, because I'm a thrower, you know, so I let go of the needle every time, and that is the slowest form of knitting. But continental knitting is more like a plucking action, where you keep the yarn over this side and you just pluck it with the knitting needle. Do you like my actions? But yeah, and I thought that's what I want to do. So I did have a go and I've tried, but I really can't get on with it. I'm just not very good at continental knitting. And because I'm not very good at it, it slows me down. And I think, well, this is slower than the throwing. And I know that if I persevered, I'd probably speed up and it would get easier. But I don't know. I'm just too impatient. I haven't got time to, you know, for it all to fall into place and for me to get the knack. It's just, oh. So I think that New Year's resolution's already dead in the water, and it's only the 8th of January. So that's not very good, is it? But another, well, it's not a New Year's resolution. It's another exciting thing that's happening this year. I've had 4 more knitting pattern designs approved by Simply Knitting. So I will be featuring in 4 more Simply Knitting issues this coming year. And when you send in your designs for Simply Knitting, it's only for the next 6 months. So I'll have 4 designs in up until June, July, and then I'll be able to submit some more for the autumn, December time. So hopefully there'll be a few more as well. But it's really exciting knitting for Simply Knitting. I love to see the pictures in the magazine. It's like, oh, it's really exciting. I love it. So I'm really pleased to be in Simply Knitting again this year. So that's brilliant news. And while we're on the topic of January, if you have got this year's knitting pattern calendar, you'll be knitting the Yeti for January. I thought it would be, oh look, they all fit a terry chocolate orange. And here's the little Yeti. I thought it'd be really lovely for this time of year, because you're more likely to get snow this time of year than you are at Christmas. So I thought, you know, a nice snowy little fella. And he's funny, isn't he? So the main part of the cozy is knitted in loopy stitch, and then all the other parts are knitted separately and put on. But I think he looks really cute, and he's got a big smiley mouth. So, you know, he's a friendly one. He's not a nasty Yeti, he's a lovely one. So if you've got the knitting pattern calendar, you'll be knitting the Yeti this month. So if you do knit one, show me, put it on your social media with the hashtag TeaCosyFolk, and I'll be able to find him. I'd love to see. I always love to see. It's lovely to see what you've been knitting. And if you had the 2024 knitting pattern calendar, for December, you'll remember it was the Star Cozy, and it fits a chocolate orange just as before. And this little knitting pattern is now available on the website as a standalone knitting pattern, so you can download the one pattern and knit yourself a little star cosy. But if you wanted to have last year's calendar and have all 12 patterns, the calendar's still available. So you can go on the website and you'll find it, and you can buy last year's calendar. And it's more economical if if there's more than 3 or 4 patterns that you like on the old calendar. It's more economical to buy the calendar than it is to buy the separate digital downloads. But of course the calendar does come snail mail, and the digital downloads are much quicker because they're instant. But hey ho, the options are there, so whatever you fancy. But the little star, he's available now as a digital download, and he's really cute, isn't he? I really like the star, he's so sweet. Now, I had some time off over Christmas and New Year, so I've got less to show you, and I'm less further along than I'd like to be. But you can't have a holiday and get work done. But anyway, this is what I'm working on at the moment, and it's going to be Cupid. So basically it's like a baby in a crawling position. So and he's naked, of course he's naked, he's a cherub. So that's his bottom at the back, there is buttocks, and his legs will come out below. You need some chunky legs. Babies are really chunky, aren't they? And and this is his head with little wisps of hair. And he's got chubby cheeks, because babies do, don't they? And I thought I'd give him big ears because I just thought it looked cute. And this is one of his arms, and this one will be coming down, and it'll be pulling back an arrow in the bow, and he'll have a big bow in front of him. The bow and arrow type bow, not the bow tie type. So he'll have a big bow and arrow, and he'll be firing an arrow. And then because the knob bit, it's pretty hard to disguise up here, isn't it? But I thought my wings can come off that and disguise it a bit. So the wings will come up, I don't know, about there perhaps. And he'll have wings, and he'll be my little Cupid. And I thought, wouldn't it be lovely for Valentine's Day? If you want to drop the hint to somebody that you quite like them, you can whip out your Cupid tea cosy, can't you? And that'll give them a great big hint. But I'm hoping he'll be doing, obviously I've got some more to design. I've got the bow and arrow and his legs and his wings. But I'm hoping to get all that done by the end of the week, fingers crossed. And then, because it'll need re-knitting, typing up, test knitting. But I don't know, 3 weeks perhaps? And I hope it'll be on the website. But if you're on the newsletter, I'll send out a newsletter and you'll know when he's on the website. And you can knit one too. And that's Cupid. You may remember back in December, I wanted to knit a Victorian lamppost. And here it is, completed. Now, it's a bit tall, so you can't see all of it. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm talking about the Victorian lamppost and showing it you here, I'm also going to play the little video down below. The video is available on YouTube anyway. So what I will do, I'll put a link to the video as well. So if you want to make that larger and see it more clearly, you can do. But anyway, so basically this is an old Victorian lamppost, and I thought it would be really nice as a Christmas decoration. If you've got other little things, I don't know, Christmassy tea cosies, or, people knit Christmassy figurines, and I just thought it would be a really nice decorative piece. And the lamp at the top, which is a clear cut off plastic pop bottle, houses a battery powered tea light candle. Don't put a real one in because it will burn the house down, but the little battery operated ones are great for this, and they flicker these days. It's not just a light that's on all the while, they flicker and they look quite real. And when the lights are low and your lamp's shining and flickering away, it looks brilliant. It looks really nice. Now the main part of the lamp, as you can see, is, I've just lost my top, is a wooden loo roll holder. Those ones that hold all the spare loo rolls in the bathroom. And it's made of wood, so it's really strong and sturdy, and it's not going to knock over. So it's really good. And then at the top, I mean, that 50 centimetres, the spike is on its own, and the base down here is about 13 centimetres. And then you've got your bottle, your cut-off bottle at the top to create the lamppost. And then there's a little lid, which I lost. This is my lid. And this, because there's a hole in the top of the lamp, so you can get the candle inside. And then this lid covers the hole and encloses it all and covers it up. So really, it's a massive tea light candle holder. That's what I've made. But I just think Victorian lampposts are so Christmassy. And I suppose it all harks back to Charles Dickens, doesn't it? And his book of A Christmas Carol, you know, where they're all old streets that they're walking around. So, you know, you do see things like this. But Christmas cards often have the old style lampposts on as well, don't they? And then on here, I've put a little Christmas wreath to make it feel more Christmassy. And there's a little satin bow on there and a few berries. And this is knitted in loopy stitch. And that technique where you cast a few on and then cast them off immediately. And it gives a really lovely effect. And I've done it with 2 different colours of green because it adds depth, I think, and makes it look like there's more there than there is. Makes it, you know, because wreaths are really quite full and busy, especially with the greenage, aren't they? And the main part of the post is knitted in cable stitch to give it a lovely twist effect going up. And, you know, because the Victorian lampposts are really ornate. So, but this is on the website as a digital download from today. So if you want to knit one ready for next year, it's there and you can download it and knit one yourself. And one lady who's knitted it, she test knitted it for me. She didn't buy the spike. She got her husband to attach an old broom handle to a piece of wood, which is brilliant. So, you know, if you wanted to save a bit of money, that would be a really inexpensive way of creating the structural support. You know, but not everybody fancies doing that, do they? So I thought the loo roll holder is perfect for that. But yeah, so that knitting pattern is ready to download now. And that's what I've got to show you because I've had time off, you see. So I've got less to show you and less to talk about. But I hope I'll have more next month because I'll have Cupid and I might be able to tell you more about what's happening with Simply Knitting and when we'll be in next. So I'll keep you posted about what's happening there. And I hope you have a lovely January. Do keep warm because it's so cold. Keep warm and keep knitting. And I'll see you in February. Happy New Year and thank you for watching. Bye.